Hello everybody, I'm near the table of Sascha Ulderup. He's trading medals and badges, and I would like to ask him about some of his items. So, it's better if camera will be in my hand. Hello, Sascha.
Hey, Alex. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Could you explain about some of your items that we can see on your table?
Yes. What you want to see?
On the first, I would like to ask this famous cross.
Okay. What you see here is a Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross. Estimated there were like 7,000 given to soldiers during World War II. This is a Schickel cross made by Otto Schickel. It's a very rare marker, and it's hard to get. There are a few on the market, and now we got one here with a long ribbon and in a very good condition.
Yeah, it looks perfect. And how much is it in this condition?
11,000 euros, because it's so rare.
Yeah, and with original...
It's original ribbon, you can see that here. So it was somehow sewn together, so it fits around the neck of the soldier who had it during the war.
Okay, it's interesting. And there is a stamp here, and you can see on your screens the pictures of the stamps.
This is only one with 800 stamp. Normally they don't have it. This one has one, so it's a rare item.
Okay, thank you. And next item I would like to ask is L52 German cross.
Okay. German cross and gold is like also a very famous German award. It's between the Iron Cross and the Knight's Cross, the award who gets soldier for bravery. They got it, and normally you got find on the market with a stamp number 1 or number 20. But not very often L52, because they are also very rare and hard to get, and so they are very expensive. The condition is always a problem because of the wear on the uniform. You have sometimes problems here with the enamel, and it's broken, but in this condition it's very good. But the rarity makes the price, so it's like 3,200.
And what is the regular price in the same conditions? With a stamp 20.
Oh, it's about 2,100 maybe. That's a good price normally.
With the same condition? Or?
Same condition, yes.
Okay. Next item, not often seen, this pilot badge. It's pilot observer,
right?
As I see.
Yeah, we have here a pilot and observer badge. You can see it always with the golden breath and the silver eagle. If it's only a pilot badge, you have the silver eagle and the silver breast, but it's gold. It's called pilot and observer, like a pilot on a BF 109 or Focke-Wulf 190. It's like the pilot flew all the way alone, so he was the pilot and he was the observer because he was alone. So they got the so-called Doppler badge.
Okay.
This one is in good condition. It's made by Juncker. Juncker is one of the famous maker of World War II Air Force or Luftwaffe awards. So this is a really high price item.
And how much is it?
I think this is by 4,000 euros.
And it's quite rare. This really nice badge, and it costs 4 times more than normal pilots. But rarity is much more than 4 times.
Yes.
Because a lot of normal pilots was in Luftwaffe, and this is very rare,
That's
guys.
Right. Very rare.
Yeah. So, next badge I would like to ask is paratrooper
Of the army.
Yes. Because in the start, paratroopers was not in Luftwaffe, they was in here, in army.
They were in the army, right. They started up in the army with the first paratrooper tests, and later on the Luftwaffe took all the paratroopers in their Luftwaffen groupings or regiments. They call it Fallschirmjäger regiments. And so just a few of the Army paratroopers got this badge, the Army paratrooper badge. And so this is really rare because after the Luftwaffe got all the paratroopers, the Fallschirmjäger, they got a different badge, the Luftwaffe badge. So this is hard to find and very rare.
And this one in zinc.
Yes, there are some in Tombak, but the zinc they are always hard to find.
In Leningrad area, on the paratroopers' positions, my friend found this type of badge, but in aluminium.
Really?
And yes, and it was interesting thing. This eagle has been removed.
Wow.
It was period removed in 1941.
Yes.
It's interesting. Next two items I would like to ask to show us these two numbered badges, 50 and 75.
Okay. The general assault badges were for the ground troops, not for the infantry, but ground troops like Sturmgeschütz soldiers and normal fighting soldiers. And they got their normal award after 3 attacks in the front line. But some made like 10 and 15 attacks, and somehow they needed a new award with the number, and so they built the 25, the 50, the 75, and the 100. So they are extremely hard to fight because the soldiers normally didn't survive so much attacks. So 50 is high, 75 is extremely rare, and 100 you don't find one in 20 years. Or you have a big wallet to buy it somewhere.
And how much are they?
I'm not sure about the price here. I think you see it here. It's 5,950 euros.
About
It's a 75. And this one, the 50, is about 4,750.
Is it Junker?
It's a Junker. Yeah, this depends on the marker. You have JFS and Junker, and always the Junker, again like the pilot and observer badge, it's always more expensive. It's like the Mercedes under the badges, from the badges, right?
And it's important for all antique things, for all antique stuff, original, complete of the badges, of the daggers and other. These badges consist from a lot of parts. Are these all badges are in original construction?
Yes.
Perfect. It's
So,
hard to find all original
Yeah.
things. And please tell us how to recognize the originality of the badges, of the awards.
No problem. I take another badge here and show it to you. It's not that hard. For example, we have a normal assault badge here, ground assault badge. So if you see it somehow, let's remove the. Okay. If you start with a badge, the first thing you check out if it's original or not. Check the eagle's head, for example, and how is the making of the front side. Because in World War II, the metal factories made only perfect work. So if there is a mistake in here somewhere, you see that and it's like a warning signal. That's the first thing you have to do. If the front side is okay, you turn it around and check the hook and the needle. So the hook has to be in a wire, for example, it's a wire, bent wire, or the needle is sharp or not, and the area where the needle is glued or to the badge is very certain. So you see more originality if you look at the back side of a badge than the front side. It's always best way to start off checking the back side, and this is okay. Checking the front side, it's okay. And then you are really sure that you have an original badge in your hand. But if it's too expensive or too cheap, then you have to check out why is that so. So maybe it's repaired when it's too cheap, or if the price is too high, the salesman has no idea what he has. So the basic is use your eyes, read some books, learn it, and then you will not burn any money.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, all the badges and medals, normally they have a mark or watermarks, and with these marks you can research the history of the badge, who made them, how much were made, how the prices are. So always check the marker or the watermark, and you're safe.
Next question I would like to ask is, what do you think about prices on the market? About prices on the market of awards, for example.
Okay.
This is your main theme.
The prices are, they were going up the last 10 years because a lot of people start collecting medals and badges from World War II. And then it's every year it's a little bit different. One year the Luftwaffe badges are very high priced. Another year the Knight's Crosses, and it's like a curve going up and down. But the prices are going up every year, like about 10% up. And really high prices are with extremely good condition and rare marker. Mm-hmm. That's it's rising. Prices are rising. The badges price, they're going up every year. So it's a good investment, better than gold.
I would like to ask a couple more questions about your experience. In what time you start to collecting? How old are you?
It started all over as I was like 12 years old, and my great-grandfather, he was in the fighting in Russia involved, and he lost a leg. So when I was a little kid, I was in his garden, and always when the plane crosses the sky, he took his whatever as a gun and said, "We shoot him down, we shoot him down." So it started. And later on, I asked him, "Hey, you were in the war? Are you a hero?" And he gave me a little bag with an iron cross inside, and said, "That's your hero." So I had no idea. So that was with 12 years. And when I got 21, I'm in the Navy right now, and I was on a cruise, and they called me and said, great-grandfather died. So I came back to Germany, and I got this Iron Cross. And then I started to think, what for? How did he get hit? Where did he went? How did he lost his leg? And I started research, and I went to the flea market and bought another Iron Cross, infantry assault badge, and so on and so on and so on. And so I started collecting, and that's almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, wow, it's interesting.
It was good. Yeah. A hard way to learn it.
But in this way, every year of collecting and doing the theme, working for us.
Yeah, helping collectors, that's the big thing. Yes. Helping collectors to get good stuff and real stuff and no face. That's important.
Yeah. Sascha, as I told you, I would like to make a contest between my subscribers, and you have a special present for them.
Yes, I have a special for you. This one is one of my books. I wrote 3 books until today. This one is about Greater Africa, Metz 1944 cuff title. These are the main combat award cuff titles, and I like to do that with sign it for you. So maybe some of you will win it in the contest. Okay, let me sign it for the viewers of War Stories, right?
War Story, yeah.
Story. Here you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you for your explain and for your present.
Every time. Thank you.
Okay, see you soon. Bye.